What's up, guys? So we're here with another wonderful article that we have read. With our random real estate news.
The floodgates of real estate buyers.
Yes, and so this article, and we'll swap to it here in just a second on the screen here. The housing floodgates may open by 2025. Five wonderful things that you should do just to be ready for when the floodgates open up. Number one thing in this article is strengthening your credit score, which should just be good common sense anyways. We all use credit to buy things. You've got to have credit in this day and age to make sure that whether you're buying a car, whether you're buying that TV with that wonderful credit card or the Best Buy card, we all use credit throughout our lives. And so you should strengthen your credit score. So our next one is build up your savings, which again, I think is just, normal, wonderful common sense. You want to go into the home buying process. Maybe you don't have enough money for your down payment or, your closing costs. Maybe we get those through the buyer and not always, maybe like a THDA loan, which gives you some money towards your down payment and your closing cost. Maybe you get it that way, but you're still going to need things once you move in that house. So
and even before, there's a couple of out-of-pocket costs.
Correct.
Throughout the process.
Your appraisal,
you have to cover.
your home inspection, termite letter,
and your earnest money.
Other than that, like most of the time, there are some people that have gotten in.
If you don't bring a single cent to closing, your seller covers your closing costs. You get down payment assistance program. If you don't bring a single cent to closing, you could still plan to be out roughly $1,500 to $2,000.
The next one is get pre-approved, and so right now, which I think in our last video we talked about that. Now is the time to get that pre-approval. And even if the rates come down and you want to see if you can be approved for more, that's just easier because you've already started the process with the loan officer. You already have a working relationship with them, and they can go, oh, hey, the rates have come down. You should be able to buy a little bit more house. But you would know that if you don't get pre-approved.
For example, a client of mine that I'm working with currently got his rate at I think it was a 6.75. I think is what THDA was at when he got his approval. With the interest rates coming down a little bit, THDA dropped their rates to 6.25 for a couple days, and my lender took the initiative to call him and say, hey, your rate's cut by 0.5%, change your payment by about $20 to $50 a month. So with that being said, your monthly payment where you're comfortable at, it raised your approval by $20,000 or $25,000.
There you go. The next one is have a clear budget. So that's really, really important. Yes, we know that the loan officer approves you for X amount. Well, maybe you're not comfortable with that house payment. So you need to know where your budget is. You need to know where you're comfortable paying.
From what I'm seeing right now, $2,100 should get you
close to $4.
No, right now it's probably depending on your loan program, it's somewhere around $275 to $3.
Okay, so I was.
You were close.
I was close on the first one.
I had this happen with another client of mine that I've got currently out shopping for houses. He got a pre-approval for roughly $400,000.
There we go.
But he saw what the monthly payment would be at $400,000 and said, "Hey, I don't know that I'm
comfortable with that." That's right.
He said, "So I think we're gonna have to wait and save up a down payment." And I was like, "No, just because you're pre-approved for that much doesn't mean you have to spend it."
That's right.
You can be pre-approved for $600,000 and buy a $300,000 house.
Speak with a loan officer. Well, the only way that you're going to get pre-approved is speak with a loan officer. This is why I said they only had like 5-6 things, because some of these are just redundancies from the other one before. Again, to get pre-approved, we got to start talking to loan officers.
The buyer, the realtor, and the loan officer become one team, essentially. But on the note of speaking to a lender and getting pre-approved, I also would like to note that that is a large benefit that you should take advantage of, because that gives you one leg up when the quote unquote floodgates do open.
Correct.
Because what you will see is you will see a ripple effect from metropolitan areas outward.
Yes.
So you'll start to see the multiple offer situations and things like that come back in the cities before they reach some of the more rural suburbs and outskirts towns.
Specifically Nashville, Murfreesboro.
So yeah, speaking locally here, if you start to see multiple offers in Nashville, Murfreesboro, Brentwood area, places like that, know that they're going to start coming further out towards places like Mount Juliet, Lebanon, Gallatin, Hendersonville, things like that. So that with a pre-approval in hand, once you start seeing multiple offers in the cities that you're not looking to buy in, you know it's just a matter of time before that starts happening in the city that you are looking to buy in.
Yep.
Therefore, you know, okay, hey, it's time crunch. It's go time now. We got to get one. Get in while we fit in before it gets too crazy and we lose out.
And you'll see that's on down the list. So gather your paperwork. Again, that's part of the getting pre-approved and talking to a loan officer. Prepare for bidding wars. We are not in one right now.
Not yet.
Right now, it's a pseudo buyer's market.
Unless you have an agent who has done a great job marketing a property, pricing a property, and it is quite literally a needle in a haystack. Throughout the last 2 years, even with the higher interest rates, I've probably seen 3 or 4 bidding wars.
Oh yeah.
Multiple offer situations.
They still tend to happen.
You got to have, it's almost like a triangle, and you got to have price, quality, and product. And when they somehow nab all 3, you still manage to get a bidding war.
Just understanding the market you're in. So again, we're local realtors. We know our local area. Someone like JD, someone like me, Mark, Jenny, we are the ones that would be able to help you understand this area. You know, I'm sure you're going to have friends that are looking to buy. I'm sure you're going to be asking them where they think the nice place is, and you know, understanding the area that you're in is important.
And also gather this when you're asking around: personal preference versus professional preference.
The final thing is build relationships with key stakeholders. Which is apparently us.
I was gonna say I'm not exactly sure how.
Yeah, I don't know how that title for that one right there is, but again, I think it's just saying, hey, talk to the professionals. They are the ones who know, and you know, you build a relationship with them. Maybe we know a house that's coming on the market in the area that you're specifically looking for before it even hits the market. Those things do happen.
Or potentially, if you know somebody who dabbles in real estate investments. Hey, if you've got a good relationship with them, maybe they can keep their eye out. Be like, hey, I know this is coming up soon. You know, either maybe they wanted it and they were like, hey, I'll purchase it and sell it to you for $10,000 more, just so I can make a little bit of money.
That's right.
There's all kinds of different not necessarily loopholes, but different ways to enter the market outside of just your standard buying a house off the MLS.
I think that's it for today's random real estate news.
If you are looking to buy or sell a house, call me, call Keith, call Mark, call my mom Jenny, call our teammate Tracy. We'd love to help you.
All right. Thank you, guys.